In this EXModel tutorial, we'll talk about constraints and dimensions under 2D sketch. Here's the sketch that we made earlier. You can modify the sketch by double-click the sketch here. You can see here several constraints already applied to the sketch. We'll talk about constraints for the points first. Here is constraint for automatically joined points. When you modify the points, two lines will be changed accordingly based on the endpoint. You can detach the point by removing the constraint. You can remove the constraint by click the constraint here to highlight it and hit the delete key on the keyboard to remove the constraint. Then the 2 points will get detached. When you move the points, notice that only one line will move and modify based on the endpoint, and those 2 lines are independent to each other. You can rejoin the endpoint by simply click and drag one endpoint on top of the other one. Then those 2 lines will be dependent based on the endpoint here. The other constraint we have is the tangent constraint. Notice we have an arc here. When we move one of the endpoint of the arc will change based on the endpoint. So just simply click the endpoint here and choose the make tangent constraint. It will make this vertical line to be tangent to the arc. So no matter how you move the other endpoint, the vertical line will always be tangent to the arc here. The other constraint you can use is the set position constraint. Notice in this point, when you move this line up and down, this endpoint will also adjust accordingly. So if you choose this endpoint and use the fixed position constraint, you can only move this point sideways or horizontally, given that this line is constrained by this horizontal constraint. You cannot move the points up and down. So here are the constraints for the points. You can also have constraints for the lines. You can click the line and choose the make horizontal constraint to make this line horizontal. So no matter which endpoint you use to move the line will always be horizontal to the global coordinate system. You can check the global coordinate system by simply moving your mouse to the upper right and choose the coordinate system to show the global coordinate system. You can also click it to make it invisible. You can also click this line and to make it vertical. You can remove the constraint by click the constraint here and hit the delete key on the keyboard. Also, you don't want to over-constrain your sketch. For example, if you have this line to be horizontal and this line to be vertical, those 2 lines are already perpendicular to each other. So you don't want to select those 2 lines and use the make perpendicular constraint, as a note will be shown in the software. It says this dimension over-defines the sketch. You can also make lines parallel to each other. You can simply click and hold the Control key on the keyboard. Use left mouse to click and select 2 lines. While with the Control key hold, you can select the other line. And from here, you can apply parallel constraint. So when you move one endpoint, those 2 lines will always be parallel to each other. You can also apply the perpendicular constraint here. So if you simply choose one line, hold the Control key, and choose the other line, and choose the make perpendicular constraint, those 2 lines will always be perpendicular to each other, keeping that those 2 lines are always parallel to each other. So here are the constraints for the line that you can use. Now I'll delete the constraints here. We'll delete constraint for perpendicular or parallel constraint. Both constraints will be deleted. Then you can use the measure tool to set measurement and set a constraint for your measurement. You can use the dimensions tool under the modify You can simply click one endpoint and choose the other endpoint to find the dimensions here. So when you click the third time, it will show you the dimension or the length of the line. You can simply click OK to set the dimension of the line, or you can double click the numbers here and modify it. So I want to modify it to 200 and click OK. This line will change to 200 and will fix at 200 millimeters. Then I can use the dimension tool to set this line to be 200 as well. So I can modify the number here and click OK. So whenever I use the modify tool and move this endpoint, those two lines will always be 200 millimeters. And if I want to make this parallel and this horizontal and this vertical, then those two lines will be fixed and the length will be fixed as well. And I can also use the dimensions to measure the diameter of the circle by simply click the ring on the circle. It will set to 30.02 and I want to set it to 30 and click OK. You can also measure the radius by simply choosing the center of the circle and the point on the ring, and we'll measure the distance or the radius of the circle. You can also measure the diameter of the circle by clicking two endpoints on the circle. You can delete the measurement by hit the delete button here. And here you can get the diameter of the circle. You can also use the dimensions tool to measure the angle between two lines. For example, here we have two lines that are not perpendicular or parallel to each other. You can use the dimension tool, click one line and click the other line to create a measurement for the degrees between two lines. You can set it to 135 and hit OK, and this line will always be set to 135 degrees. So no matter how you move the endpoints here, the degree will not change. And since this is vertical and this is horizontal, the degree here will also not change. Then you can also use the symmetrical constraint to make two sketches to be symmetrical to each other. For example, I will have two sketches here that I want to make it symmetrical to each other. First, I will find the line that separates two sketches. I will use add line tool to draw a line between the center of two semicircles. Then I want to find the middle point here and draw a vertical line. I want to make sure that this line is vertical. And I want to click the line and choose the for construction to make this a dotted line. For construction, it will not build a body if you exit the sketch mode. You only for construction only and as a tool or hint for your construction for your sketch. So you want to fix the endpoint of the construction tool. And for this line, you may delete it. Then you can hold the control key on the keyboard and choose the one semicircle, the line where you want to make it symmetrical to each other, and choose the other semicircle. And then you want to choose the make symmetric tool to make those two semicircles be symmetrical to each other based on this line. When you move one endpoint here, the other will also automatically move based on this. So here is how you can use constraints and dimension tools to constrain your sketch.